Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the guy who is making all of the baking videos. So hello for those of you who do know me. For those of you who don't, my name's Chris. I am well, I'm a teacher who's on the path to becoming a UX designer. And one of the things on my resume says that I know how to code and talk to different stakeholders. So today's video is going to be a little different. I was thinking, let's code something together. So basically thinking of myself as a product, anyone who is watching my baking videos is an end user, so basically a stakeholder too. So let's walk through adding my baking videos to some website that I own, and let's do it through some code and send it through GitHub, which probably sounds really terrifying. I promise though, it's going to be super easy and really simple as I talk us through some steps. So currently on our screen, I have my Google Chrome. I do have oh my gosh, I do have some tabs open. Sorry, teacher brain, first day of school. It's been a long day. But I do have some tabs open already. One of the tabs I have open is called CodePen. .io, which is a website that I use for coding just because I know a lot of front-end languages. The front-end languages are HTML, CSS, and also JS, which stands for JavaScript. HTML is basically the text that you will see on any website. CSS is all the stuff that makes it look pretty, and then your JavaScript is just the interactions that are on the pages. So I'm going to be coding in CodePen just so we can see everything before I actually touch my code. I have my YouTube open with all of my baking videos. I have my GitHub open, which is where I have all of my repos. So all of my files, my coding files, are uploaded onto GitHub, which has my GitHub pages. And in the pages, we can actually see my recipe website. On my recipe website, I'll click on chocolate chip videos. There's no video. I want to add my videos right there. So that's what we're going to do in this video together. Alright, so my very first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is open up my terminal within my Mac. Oh, and now if I practice all this, let me quit all of it. Let's do it from the very beginning. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is open up my terminal. Here's my terminal. This is going to let me see all of the files that are on my computer. I'm going to go ahead and press LS, which I forgot what it stands for, but it shows all of my folders. We're going to go ahead and navigate to my desktop folder. So this DS tab, no, DSK. No, I need to press CD first, which stands for change directory, and then now DSK. Enter, I'm going to press LS, see all of my files. I know that all of my files are right here, so I'm going to press CD, RE, tab to go to repos, LS to see all of my files again. Here's all my files within that folder. So one second, because you're probably like, I'm already a little lost. Let's explain what I'm looking at. I'm going to open up my Finder, my terminal. So here's my Finder. What I did here was I went to my desktop. So if I click on desktop here, I can see the same files that are right here. It's just easier once you kind of get used to it to see it in this way, and there's a lot more commands within the terminal that you can touch. And then what I did is I went to the repos directory, which is right there. And same thing, there's recipes. We see index, readme, recipe list, script, and styles. So if I press CD recipes, it's going to be those same exact file names. And there they are. So I already have my computer set up to where I'm going to press code period, and it's going to open up a program for me. This program is called VsCode, and this is where I do all of my coding pretty much before I send it into GitHub. What I'm going to go ahead and do though is copy all of this code because I'm going to touch it in the CodePen website before I actually make the changes. It just serves as a really safe way to play with code before actually committing it. So I just Command C, Command V to copy and paste it all in here. So here we can see all of our code and our website from our code now. So let's see, during the pandemic, I had the chance to watch. I'm gonna go ahead and look in this one. Body, oh, so actually, let's explain some code real fast. This top part here is doctype.html. This lets your website know that it's able to read HTML script. Then we're gonna go into our head, which is gonna be this entire part here. The head section are things that you don't see on the website. So I can tell you that this title is chocolate chip cookies. The title is on this one, it doesn't show, but on this one it does. This right here is called your title. So chocolate chip cookies is the title. This one has inline CSS, so there's no CSS file at all. So this one instead is located right here where the style tags are. But we're going to move into the body. The body is what you see on any website. That's where it's like the facing coding is done. So here we have our H1 chocolate chip cookies. That responds to this, or corresponds to this one right here, chocolate chip cookies. That's your header. So I know that my video is going to be in between this break and also where it says things to buy. So I'm just going to press enter so I know that's where my video is going to go. I'm going to go content for my website. So the really cool thing about YouTube is that they have so many different ways to share your files. It works great for developers in one of the ways to share your file or share your video. Ooh, my teacher voice. Ooh. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is press share. And then for embed, that's perfect for any kind of developers because there's your code error. I'm just going to press Command C to copy all of that. And then here is our CodePen, Command V just to paste it. Let's see, fingers crossed it worked. Cool, it worked. So what I'm going to do is Command A to select all of it. Command C to press copy. I'm going to come back to my VS Code. This is the code that I'm going to replace. So I'm going to press Command V to replace it all in. This little dot here lets me know that I made a change to this file. We can also see right here, this is the code that I added. That's why it's green. It is before I'm adding any commitments to it and sending it to my GitHub. So that's the website that is hosting my recipe website. Yeah, my hosting code. So I'm going to press Command S just to save it. Command S just to save it within my file. We're going to open up our terminal again. So what I'm going to do is press Git status, and that's going to let me know if there were any changes that I made to any of the code. So this right here lets me know that there was a modification that was made to the HTML file of chocolate chip cookies, which was the video that we added right here. The next step that we're going to have to do is get our file ready to be committed. So we're going to add it onto our file and then commit it fully to GitHub. So it's going to basically kind of be like a double checking way if like you really want to mess with that code. So we're going to press git add a, git status, just to double check that it did go through. So it is ready to be committed. So we're going to press git, oh my gosh, git push origin main. It's been a while since I've done this. Oh, everything update, git. Oh, we're going to press git commit because we need to commit it first before we add it. No, before we push it. And what we're going to go ahead and do with these commits is make little comments so anyone who goes back to see the file can see that you made a change to it. And it's going to show the little comment that you made. So added a video. So here we can see that. So if we press git status, it should say that it's ready to be added. Okay, so yeah, it's ready to be committed. Git push origin main. Git status. So here we can see that it says nothing to commit. So that means that it did go through. I'm going to go ahead and go to my GitHub. There's my GitHub. We're going to refresh this page. So yeah, added a video to the website. There's the comment that I made. I'm going to go ahead and click here. Added a video to the website. Cool. So there it is. Chocolate chip cookie recipe. So for GitHub, it does take a while sometimes for the video to actually upload. So I'm going to refresh a couple times and hopefully it goes through on this video. And if not, we're going to do some magic to fast forward to get to where we need to be. We will do some magic. Just kidding. We will do no magic because there's our video. Oh, I forgot to even add that. So 1 second. We're going to open up terminal code. There it is. Because we want to add what that video even is. So what I'm going to do is P. I'm going to do this directly in my VS Code though because I'm very comfortable touching code because if I mess it up, I'm more... Well, I've messed it up many times, which is why I'm okay going back in and fixing it because it's what you learn when you're developing. So I'm going to touch it straight into my program. So I'm going to press P. Here is a video that I made. Process for period. So once again, Command S just to save it. Go here, git status. We can see that I modified it, which was that paragraph. Git add a to get it ready to be added. Git status just to double check our work. Ready to be committed. Git commit m. Added a paragraph. Ready to be committed. Git push origin main. So there it is. Let's double check. This one might go a little faster. Does take a while. We'll keep refreshing. Refresh, refresh. There are some things we need to buy. It will go through pretty soon, I promise. Whatever. So that will go ahead and be fixed. But let's actually go ahead and get started on the other ones and watch. I'm going to do it super quickly because it's pretty easy. So here we have all of my files on the top. I know that I made some Snowball cookies. So I'm going to add it right here. I'm going to add a P, which means it's a paragraph tag. That lets the website, no, the browser, your browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer if you are using it. It just lets the browser know that it's going to read a paragraph tag, and that's how it looks like. go to YouTube, pull it directly from YouTube because YouTube makes it easy for us. Why not? Why reinvent the wheel? Never reinvent the wheel. Ooh, you hear that first video of you. C, open up VS Code again. I'm just gonna enter Command V. There's that video. I'm gonna go to the next one, which Command S. Make sure we save it. Oatmeal Raisin cookie. Go to that one super quickly. That is right here. Boom. Boom. These white chocolate. You always have to learn how to laugh at yourself a little, especially being a teacher. Definitely learn to laugh at yourself a little bit. Oh, my mouse. Oatmeal Raisin cookies. Once again, P tag lets me know there's going to be a paragraph. Here is a bake the cookies. Period. Command B, enter. There's that one. Also, my other one can go up too, so let's quickly do that one. Check my bars. Boom, boom. So sometimes it's a lot faster just for me to type it open than I just actually use my mouse. When you type a lot, you eventually learn that it's a lot faster to use your fingers too. We're gonna go white chocolate lemon bars. That one's right here, paragraph. These periods. Enter, Command B, Command save. Save that one too. Recipe list. There was some changes to it. Where's my other one? It was that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and press Git status for this one. The modifications are gonna be across all of the files, and we're gonna. I'm gonna show you that. So those are the three HTML files that I did modify because I added those videos to them. I'm going to go ahead and press Git add just to make sure that they're going to be ready to be committed fully to the website. Now, space, Git add. So sometimes actually not sometimes, all the time with developing, you have to be super careful with the way you type things out. A semicolon can throw off the entire program. Git status. So ready to be fully committed onto our website. Let's connect them. Git commit added videos to websites. Git status, ready to be committed. Git push origin main. Git status, and it should be, it should say that everything's clean. There should be nothing to commit. Yeah, nothing to commit. Let's go over to GitHub. Let's just double check, refresh. Yeah, added videos to website. Those are those videos. They are gonna take a while to upload onto the website to make sure, well, because GitHub has to process it all first. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We just added 4 videos across my recipe websites, which hopefully seem pretty easy to do. Really, coding is not as hard as it seems. You just have to be willing to try messing up a lot, and willing to try to find what's wrong with your program. let's click on this one. So still working through it. Lemon bars. It's still processing. Oh no, raisin cookies. Oh, so cool. That one's up. So I'm guessing our lemon bars. Not up yet. Still working on it. As those are processing, totally fine. If you are interested in learning how to code yourself after this because you're like, wait, maybe I want to try making that too. What you can do is actually go over to my portfolio website, which is chrisrangelux.com. The the technical documentation page is a product that you can click on, and it really does take you to where I learned how to code. It takes you step by step. I did not pay anything how to learn. Well, I did take an introductory boot camp course, but it just wasn't for me because I was able to learn myself. But it really just takes you through a free process if you are interested in learning how to code. This one is a hyperlink that will take you to everything that you need to get to. But yeah, if you watch this, thank you, and I hope that you try making something yourself because learning how to code is pretty fun, especially when you can make things. This entire website I made myself, along with these other ones too. So it's pretty cool, along with even this entire thing about how I learned how to code too. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching this, and I hope it was a lot easier than you realized.